Breaking news coming out today as across the nation, January 3rd, 2024, the third day of the year, there are massive threats taking place at U.S. capitals. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the list of what's unfolded today so that way you can see and hear the latest. But before we dive in too much further, let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I see that we have got 43 people on with me live. Let me know, put yes in the comments if you can hear me and see me okay. I see that we've got Cynthia, Abby, we've got Blanche, Michael saying yes, he can hear me. Excellent. Okay, great. Let me go ahead and get you guys caught up on the latest. And also, for those of you interested, joining me off of social media platforms, consider joining steveramnews.com. I will go ahead and pin this in the comments. Actually, I can't pin it. I'm not really sure why I can't, but it is steveramnews.com for those of you that are interested. Now, this is unfolding today. This is the third day of the year, and I shared with you on the first day. There were massive earthquakes that took place in the Philippines, in Japan that had hit, and we saw massive waves coming in. We've seen reports of earthquakes taking place all over the nation. We also saw them taking place in Washington, D.C. and New York yesterday as well. And if you did not see those videos, check them out on my channel. But let me get you caught up as to what's unfolding today, as there are threats prompting evacuations at the Kentucky State Capitol building. Threats under investigation at Mississippi State Capitol. Maine State House evacuated. In addition to that, threats forcing evacuations at Milford Mills Academy in Maryland. Michigan State Capitol closed due to threats. Minnesota State Capitol goes into lockdown after threats. Georgia State Capitol, one of several nationwide that received threats today, Wednesday, January the 3rd. Kentucky as well. And also, we've got a list here for you. Let me go through the list so you can hear all of the U.S. capitals that were hit with these threats today. These state capitals include, as I mentioned, Kentucky, Georgia, Mississippi, Missouri, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, New York, New Hampshire, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and South Dakota, all receiving threats today, causing lockdowns and evacuations at state capitals. Coordinated effort of this taking place. Now I'm going to get you more details, and I will also provide this in the community forum, so keep an eye out for that. I cannot place these articles and say some of the words that are involved in here, as you guys know, because there are certain things that can and cannot be said on the social media platforms, but I will provide that to you in the community forum. I will link all of these articles for you in the description in the community forum. Now, if you appreciate that, do me a quick favor. Don't forget, we've got 1,834 people in the room. Smash the like button for me if you appreciate the updates. If I can get half of the room to do so, we can get that like button up to 900. It's at 320. Can I get 600 people that are live with me right now to hit the like button? I would appreciate it. It just helps spread this out even further, and also to stay up to date on what is happening, as it seems like 2024 is just absolutely incredible. We've come in and there's just things happening left and right. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. It is totally free. And I see we also have some supporters of the channel on with me as well. If you support the channel and you want to become a member, you can hit the join button. And doing so, I will provide all of these in your feed after every single video, so you're caught up to date. But if you do not support the channel, totally fine. It's just something there for those who'd like to do so. I will still cite all of these articles for you. And today I cannot put it in the description, but you will see it after this live in the community forum, so that way you can get all the articles and the latest information. So this is coming out today, you guys. And like I said, if you want to connect with me off of social media platforms, you're able to do so at www.steveramnews.com. Now, let me go ahead and get you caught up on the latest. This article literally coming out 5 minutes ago, and it says threats prompt evacuations across the nation, multiple state capitals. This one is specifically for Kentucky. I'm going to recap for you what unfolded today in Kentucky, and we saw this happen across multiple states in the U.S. today. Kentucky State Capitol building in Frankfort was evacuated Wednesday morning because of a threat. There was a threat that was mailed to the Secretary of the State, Michael Adams' office. The threat was apparently mailed to multiple Secretary of State offices throughout the county. Deputy Secretary of the State, Jennifer Schutzfield, said that she was checking her mail and the first thing in the morning until she saw what was on top of her inbox. And it was an email threat. And it said that there was something in the building that would cause devastation. Now, Michon Lindstrom from the Secretary of State office said that the email threat came in about 7:45 a.m. on Wednesday and was sent to the Secretary of the State's office in Mississippi, Missouri, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, New York, New Hampshire, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota. And as I mentioned, there's other ones as well that are not on this list that we've discovered as well, including Georgia and a couple others. So this took place across various states today. Now, Schutzfield was the only Kentucky official to receive this mail. She followed protocol by contacting the Kentucky State Police and the FBI. Lindstrom shared the message with news outlets and sent that email letter with the subject line about the threat for the state capitol. It said that there were things hidden in the building that would wreak havoc. Lindstrom said Kentucky State Police evacuated the building.